Hello and welcome back to another in-depth weather video. Today we're going to go full in-depth into Eta because Hurricane Eta has rapidly intensified into a Category 4 hurricane, almost as strong as Laura was, and this is about to make landfall in the Central American countries of Honduras and Nicaragua, so we're going to focus on that. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Now let's move on here. Okay, so not much happening in the U.S. Little system in the Northeast, freeze and frost advisories and warnings, hydrologic outlook, few air quality statements and air stagnation advisories. Not much. So let's just move on here. Radar. You can see a little bit of snow here in the northeast and a system moving onto the west coast. A few showers in the desert southwest. That's about it. Satellite imagery shows Eta here at the bottom of the screen, but you can also see that flow here in the northeast, those showers in the desert, and that onshore flow in the northwest. National Hurricane Center. So we have Eta here, currently has maximum sustained winds of 150 miles an hour, minimum central pressure of 927 millibars, and is moving west-southwest at 7 miles an hour. So now this is about to hit Nicaragua. It's going to make a turn here, kind of almost 180 degrees, and start heading toward Cuba. I think that the GFS is kind of starting to get this right, where it's going to come back into the Caribbean, hit Cuba, and then hit Florida. That's what the model suggests right now, and I think that's right. So warnings in cone. We have hurricane warnings, tropical storm, and hurricane watches, tropical storm warnings. And this is expected to be a major hurricane at landfall. Push in, then it weakens pretty significantly, moves back out, and then it's a tropical storm again. So you can see pretty close to a 180 degree turn, starts heading toward Cuba. Now, arrival time of winds, wind speed probabilities, pretty self-explanatory. Highest risks here in Honduras and Nicaragua. Fades pretty quickly because this is going to weaken pretty quickly, just as quick as it strengthened, and move out onto the coast, off the coast, and at that point, this pretty much ends. So let's move on here to current storm information. So here's the infrared satellite, which is insane. Now, global and hurricane models showing this track that the NWS has. Then a few of these have it going into Cuba, a few have it going back into the Caribbean, maybe even that full 180 degree turn. A couple have it splitting the gap between Yucatan and Cuba, or just this one here. And then a couple of them have it going all the way through into the Pacific and then turning back and making landfall on the west coast of Central America. GFS has this route here where it comes back into the Caribbean Sea, hits Cuba, and makes a sharp left turn, or a sharp western turn. GEPS really doesn't have much, but it's starting to show signals of it splitting the gap here and moving into the Gulf. Now, intensity guidance showing one of these models showing it becoming a Category 5 before landfall. Most of it have it showing as a Category 4, makes landfall, and then it weakens all the way down, and then you start to see some of these pick up strength. Now, most of these are in that lower category, but you have some of them having it maintain that strength. At least 3 here having it getting back to Cat 4, even 5 of them having it getting back to Cat 4. 6 of them keep it at major hurricane status, and 8 keep it at hurricane status by the time it moves back out into open waters. So it's still possible that this thing maintains some strength. So first I just want to quickly go over this. Snow showers in the northeast, that onshore flow in the northwest, and that is about it. Now we're going to move to the global model, GFS, and we're going to go to regions and the North Atlantic. So this makes landfall. You can see landfall right there. Comes out, then it hits Cuba, sharp left, and then at that point, we're going to actually go back a model run, kind of compare the two. So makes landfall, moves back out, hits Jamaica this time, hits Haiti, hits Cuba, strengthens in the Gulf a little bit, and then dissipates. So that is very complicated. I think that we have many blocking high pressures. One right here in the south that moves over to the northeast coast, allowing us to move up, but then you have another one there. Yet again, keeping that down here. You have another one in the U.S. So there's just so many high pressures here that I think it's going to try and avoid hitting the U.S., which is a good thing. But at the same time, that means that these areas in the Caribbean are highly at risk of landfall, and possibly northern South America, Central America, the Greater Antilles could see one or more landfalls from this storm, especially Cuba. Cuba seems to be a target here for multiple landfalls from this model run. So you have here's 1, here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 landfalls. So we definitely have to keep an eye on the system. There's so many unknowns, and anything is possible at this point. So we just gotta wait and see. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.